Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today is the second episode of Secrets to Success. If you missed that first episode, I highly suggest you watch it, and you can click the cards right up top. It was on someone who truly inspired this series, my granddad Cliff. But without rehashing, let's get into the number one secret. The first secret is if you're not building up, you're breaking down. And that's for any endeavors you take on. You have to be actively putting in work to be more efficient. If you're doing the bare minimum, on the other hand, your brain, when you stop engaging in it productively, goes down in quality and quantity. Another person who is actively improving will be there to take over your job or your clients. In layman's terms, if you don't keep working at what you do, you will fail at it. So let's give some examples of how not doing hard work affects you, what happens to your relationships when you stop putting in effort, as well as what happens to your body when you stop trying. And finally, what happens to your brain when you don't engage it? What about what happens at work when you don't try your best? In the era of so-called silent quitting, it's very easy to think it's the best of both worlds. You're putting in barely any work and you're getting the same amount of pay as someone who works their tail off. What kind of dumb person would do what that other guy is doing? But he has a very good reason to work hard. It gives him a sense of joy that he's working towards something greater than himself, as well as determination, attentiveness, responsibility, problem solving skills, and self control. Contrary to popular belief, life will make you choose the pain of long work and sleeping well, or the much greater pain of knowing you didn't give it your all. It's up to you which pain you want. But I find the pain of long work and also long sleep has infinitely more upside. Pride, confidence, and at the end of the day, you'll lay your head down on the pillow. Late, yes. And barely seeing straight, yes. But you will have the sense of satisfaction of knowing that you worked hard towards your goal. And for me, that's more than enough. But you're going to have to make that decision for yourself. And just know that is the path to success. A long one and unbelievably hard. But it'll be so worth it if you are willing to go against the path of popular thought and are dedicated to it. When you stop putting in effort in your relationships, it spells disaster. It will cripple connection, create bitterness, and condemn your partner to a parent-child relationship. Relationships shouldn't be the hardest thing you've ever done, but they do require continuous work. You don't do everything that's required for a fruitful relationship once. No, it's an entire life of hard work. Trust me, it might sound exhausting now, but believe me, it is worth it in relationships and to become successful as well. There is a lot more secrets that I learned, however, and I implore you to watch this entire series because you would be missing 99% of the information if you didn't watch it. There's many levels to this. We're just scraping the surface. So if you want to see the next one, hit that subscribe and bell button to stay notified for when I upload. What about what happens to your body if you stop trying? The first thing you'll notice is that you'll become smaller and weaker. You'll notice increased depression, tension, and anger. You'll also notice your mood will suffer major problems. Your sleep will also suffer. Like in my example of exercising, it's much easier to gain fat than to lose it. That is also true with success. What about what happens to your brain when you stop engaging in it? You start to deteriorate. If you stop learning, it will slow your brain down and make it less responsive, and the rest of it is more of what your brain doesn't do than what it does do. Engaging your brain not only strengthens your neural pathways, but builds new ones. If you stop doing it, you'll lose it, which sounds an awful lot similar to what I talked about before. If you're not building up, you're breaking down. This is not by accident. It all intersects, from relationships to being successful. It will be challenging, yes, but the things that are the most challenging are always worth fighting for. The question is, do you have the motivation to stick with it? This channel helps with just that by providing you with inspiration, education, and entertainment. If that's what you need, hit that subscribe and like button. I'll see you next week for the second secret.